Yeah, when I said I be going to the shorty house and wearing a clothes, I'm talking about like shit like this now. Don't get no goddamn idea, y'all, boy, y'all minds ain't right. Y'all minds is gone out there, but I guess I did word it wrong. I gotta start back putting that no homo in that motherfucker, bro. That's what I need to start doing. But yeah, I'm sure I done got big chunky though. Sure done got pretty big on me. Y'all need to take it off. But yeah, I was gonna say something. Let me go change this shirt first though, cause I don't like it now. I got too big for it. Guess I can't wear shot the shirt no more. Oh fuck it, it's alright. Shit. Anyway, um, I want to say something, y'all. Right now, it's really to my black folks, y'all. I want to first and foremost, I want to thank God for them not taking me out of here by now, because the stuff that I done showed y'all and the stuff that I done told y'all that y'all ain't even probably gonna catch on to for another 10 years down the line. Really, I done sold a diamond album, whether the song good or bad, because they for you to listen to. They coded. So, I done gave y'all the juice, shit. But, so y'all better get on there and get the goddamn copy them bitches. All I can tell you is don't let nobody copy it and remake it. It'll bring bad luck to you. Just keep it safe and just keep listening to it. If you want to meditate or something, I guess. But let me go get my grandma hat. I ain't got my there you go. Little mohawk ain't coming up in the back. My ancestors play with my hair. They play with this one back here. Y'all ever see this thing come up back here? That's them. Right here on the side one. But that's the reason why I normally try to keep my hat on, but I like to see them mess with my hair. But I want to tell y'all something out there, bro. One of the main things, like I said, first and foremost, I want to thank the creator, the universe, the ancestors, my grandparents, especially my grandma, even though we be arguing all the time here lately. But um, at the end of the day, they all I got, they all I ever had. So I fuss and fight with them like family, even God, y'all. That's why I tell y'all don't talk to God like I do, because my parents left me at such an early age. It's even in the ancient books, like to even gain will over smoke and air and stuff like that. It comes from being alone for so long in your lifetime, and the universe, the energy of the earth and stuff, start to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you do start to gain, that's why getting rich is a downer as well as an upper. Because when you get rich, the main thing that scares me the most about getting rich is the fact that I could possibly lose God first. And what I mean by that is I won't be able to directly talk to God like I do now. Right now I can talk to God and get an answer. If I don't get it in the time I ask him, I know for a fact I get it in 2 or 3 days. So, um, and same go with my ancestors. So let's say I get rich and I start getting busy and I'm not praying like I needed to, and it's rightfully so. And God might, the energy will still be there, but I won't be able to, the contact will be different. So, but I'm praying enough to where I'm kind of sort of able to reach him. Okay, that means I still got my ancestors intact. If I lose God wholeheartedly, like not cold-heartedly, but like just from being overworked in the 3D world, but I keep them as, still praying, I ain't evil or nothing. I'm just, what I'm saying, busy all the time. I'm not able to meditate, keep the sage life going. Then If I lose him in that way, then I need to be careful because uh, after that will be my ancestors. And when you lose your ancestors, you lose your protection, basically. See what I'm saying? So it's like your ancestors is the clue that God is just right around the corner from you. So if you get contact with your ancestors, that's a simple sign. Some people call it ghosts, spirits, whatever. Y'all same thing. But ancestors, because even demons and angels are, for me, demons and angels are my ancestors as well. So that's royalty right there. So I gotta look at it like that. And but I really got on here to say that God, y'all see the 4 years of my life. Y'all hear the story, and that story done made y'all making money off of it. That's why it's prolonging now. But just imagine if you heard the whole story of my life, which I am not gonna be able to do on here unless I'm professionally in the company of other professionals. So, and I know that for a fact now because the way y'all already be bashing me for profanity and the little stuff I do, you wouldn't be able to take what I had to grow up through. You know what I'm saying? You'll have to have a rated R channel for me. Oh, this is the rated R channel. You can't get that, kids. You know, they might need to start that. YouTube might need to start a rated R channel and sign up people for the rated R channel. And you know, that'd be a great idea. Shit, put me on the rated R channel. Shit. That'd be almost like the dark web, you know what I'm saying? But it'd be the light web. Shit. But anyway, I just want to say, like, this topic I'm gonna have to hit on to help my people evolve from the streets to the reality of life. Because let's face it, the streets is gone. But it's things that we learned in the streets that we need to keep with us. And it's gonna be a while if I can teach that, y'all. It's gonna be a long while. I mean, I gotta really start buckling down on a lot of stuff, reading, studying, and doing this. If I want to get it done before I die, and it's one of them things I think I gotta get done before I die, whether I get paid for it or not. So me being in my feelings, not doing stuff because the money at the moment is hurting me bad. That's why I feel sorry for my twins who sold out so early for the bad because we ain't even got to that level yet. Not with God, because when God give you a gift or a miracle, you got to go through the bribe patch. And that's what the dark night of the soul is. You know what I'm saying? And if it's time for, if you're an angel, if it's time for you to evolve, He not gonna let you stay dissolved. He gonna decompose you, and you're gonna think you're gonna stay in this area of life because you didn't want to go up, you didn't want to evolve, maybe because you were being with uncommon friends. But what's gonna happen is He gonna give you a cycle. That's why you gotta follow the stars. That's when astrology kick in. You gotta follow the cycle of your your date, your birth, your star, and you gonna be able to tell by the stars of the decision you made at that moment in time, rather or not that you made the right decision or not. It'll be a forewarning, almost like looking at the future, telepathically. I mean, yeah, I think that's the right word. Um, yeah. So when you do that and you realize that you'll see, it's almost like watching your own star um, decompose in front of you. It'll be faster than you though. You know it's gonna be you because it's your star. You know, go wherever you go. That's why I tell folks when they try to laugh, say that's such a star. But I can go anywhere in the world. That bright star gonna be under my head. It don't matter where I'm at. That's how I know it's my star. It might be the star, whatever y'all name. I don't know the name of that stuff. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know astrology. So what I done taught you so far, and that you said that I'm right on, that's proof right there that God told me. Because I don't know nothing about no astrology. I just started learning this stuff in 2020, y'all. It's shit deep. You know what I'm saying? I was a holistic and dealing with alchemy for a long time, for over 20 years probably. And that's what's helping me in that department. If I didn't know that part, I'd be screwed up. But and that's how I know, like when my twin came here, um, when we come together, y'all, if it be people outside, ain't never nobody outside this motherfucker. But if it be actual people outside, I can show them how her star and my star will come together. And let's say she walking from a mile down the road. By the time she get to my house, the stars will be right there beside each other, just as bright as each other almost. You know what I'm saying? One might be a little dimmer than the other, which is another main key factor in finding your twin flame. Like everybody's star ain't gonna be bright. You gotta know your energy level. And that's easy too. But I ain't gonna teach that on here because that might get me. I ain't trying to do nothing right now, y'all, to get me killed. Okay? Because so far, that's what I came out with. And it been getting me drugged. Even though I've been winning the wars, but I've been losing the battles. So, I've been getting drugged basically. And I ain't finna try to do no more of that. You know what I'm saying? Not until I get some muscle and some black people. Like, the gangsters, we still need you. Your gangsters, what I'm trying to say is gangsters still need to be utilized. Y'all, the dope game is gone though. It's absolutely, that shit is gone. It's gone. It's not coming back. So, but your skills is still needed. In other words, you should be protecting people like us. Because why? Because that's the money that y'all looking for is over there now. You know what I'm saying? Like the lucrative money that y'all look for, the big bucks, is on social media, and you ain't gotta be a rapper to get it. You definitely ain't gotta go through no who's got shit to get it. You can just hustle your way through it, man. You can slide through it. But the problem is everybody want to be the goddamn face of the company, and that's the problem. Like honestly, for me, if I owned a multi-billion-dollar business, it'd probably be under the name of a white man or a white woman. You probably would never know it. And that person and family gonna get paid like my family. Honestly, to be real with y'all, slavery shit, for me, since I'm born in this kind of town, I had to deal with a lot of racist stuff on a daily, bro. Honestly, for me, if I was to have the opportunity to say something, to say a sentence or something, to get rid of racism altogether, instead of going to the books of why they even created the crap in the first place, I would just say, well, let white folks continue to do the business side of it, because niggas is terrible with it, and let black people continue to do the work of it. Rather you in the factory, commodity, or merchant, you know what I'm saying? Commercial, it don't matter. Let the white man or the white woman or whoever other nationality continue to do the paperwork of it. I mean, of course, you will have to monitor them a year or two before you be comfortable with that agreement. But once you see the revenue and of the money, and y'all gonna all be comfortable with the revenue of the money, and there you go. So it don't matter. You can have your worst. You can go in business. You can start a union with your worst enemy. And normally for me, like when I was doing real estate and I was trying to gather up a team, I realized that everybody in the team hated each other, but I could deal with everybody in the team. So I just went to, let's say I needed somebody to do the floors in the house. I went to that guy, picked him up, took him, did the floors in the house. Let's say I needed the paperwork done. I went to the girl that was doing the financial part, and we took care of that together. You know what I'm saying? And I did that for years. And that right there started revenuing me money back in the dope game. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to deal with some white girls when it came down to my marijuana. Because you know how you move up in the dope game, the plug really don't want to deal with marijuana. But since he the plug, you got to keep the marijuana because, you know, I'm in the hood, and back then it's the hood, it's the slum. So my niggas need their weed, otherwise we're going to fight every day, so shit. Instead of me keeping up with that, I let them white girls take care of it. And they was happy because as long as I had enough money to re-up the weed, I didn't care if they stole the profit or not, shit. Because it was just weed, shit. I probably would have gave it to them anyway, you know what I'm saying? But, that's why God knocked me out on my horse, man. That's why God put me here so I can teach y'all this shit. And I can roughly experience it these 4 years. That's why that twin flame, that was one of the reasons why she came into my life, to remind me of the streets, because she still deal with them kind of niggas. And it was just a DNA, it was just a DNA update for me. Like, okay, you remember these niggas, this is how you gotta go by to deal with these niggas. But and that's why I told y'all, for me, it ain't no bad and good. It's one and the same, just two different extremes, man. And you need them all. You need them all. When you go through a troublesome time, and you can say the devil, Satan, you better believe God part of it too. If he wouldn't be part of it, you wouldn't be living through it. Trust me, I know. I'm from the streets. If the streets want to kill you, the streets will kill you. And I ain't talking about the niggas in the streets. I'm talking about the actual streets. Just that the street is a demon. You know what I'm saying? We done conquered we done manifested a demon for streets and slums. Black people have. So I done met with both of them. You know what I'm saying? And normally it's a female and a male, just one of each one of them. That's, you know, I can find the vessels too. Most people just have to find, you just need to find the energy. You ain't even gotta run into the actual vessel of these people. But ever since I've been going through all this, I've been running into like devil, Satan, God, vessels. God is more difficult though, because he can body hop and he can body jump, and most of the time when Satan take over a vessel, he'll just run that vessel course until they start doing too much damage and they start to decompose. Then they'll go into another one. And it's easier for me to keep up with Satan and the devil. You know what I'm saying? And the devil is like the badass child of Satan and God almost, I guess, or something. And the devil never can get right. The devil always got the potential to be right. The devil always got the potential to look right, be beautiful, got everything. It made people want to help him, like how people making me heal by myself. If I was the devil, it would be a lot of people around me trying to help me heal. You know what I'm saying? They got that kind of aura about them. So, then Scorpio, Zodiac, I guess you could say, one of them Zodiacs that's supposed to be like the prettiest one of them. And see, that's the thing. To be an upright Scorpio, you gotta realize that about your own Zodiac and overcome that shit. You ain't supposed to be. That's another thing I notice about people in Zodiacs. They try rather upright or upside down. They still wanna ride the exact course of the Zodiac. That shit is there to let you know why you fell in the first place. So you're supposed to be conquering your mistakes, and there ain't supposed to be no it ain't supposed to be no in reverse ass Zodiac. Everybody's supposed to be upright in the Zodiac thing. In order for the whole world to elevate, you're supposed to be upright. If not upright, you're supposed to stay in an upright manner, whether you are in the streets or in the legal life of justice, because you otherwise it's gonna keep a chemical imbalance in the whole economy of the world. You get what I'm saying? So that's that. But that's why I said them twins that got me stuck here. This is y'all saying right here. You couldn't teach this, and obviously you can't keep copying this, right? You get money. Some of y'all done made so much money, but you still know this knowledge need to be out. See, it ain't the fact that they like you and you doing it, you look cool doing it. It's the fact of the knowledge that you getting, and now you notice that you got to cipher it from me because you ain't got it, because you ain't tapped in. Now, if you would have came to me and been one with me like you're supposed to have, you've been more than tapped in, because every twin flame share off energy. They share energy. And that's what this twin, they got this twin fucked up over there, them dark people, because I know this shit. I studied this shit, this energy. And me and her energize each other. We don't take energy from, If anything, she could take energy from me and go over there and give it to them lames. And all they gotta do is sleep with her to get it. They gotta do certain shit to sleep with her though. It can't be no like me and her affectionate shit that we used to have together. It's gotta be some old crazy, I'm gonna say disgusting shit. It might not be disgusting to some people. Hell, it might not be disgusting to me if it's on a more not a liberal, but more sane level. You know what I'm saying? But like for instance, if it's my woman, and I know it's my woman, shit, I ain't got no problem with role playing and doing none of that stuff. You just ain't going in my exit area. That's it, shit. I just ain't cool with that. Cool with some people, ain't cool with me. Shit. I was forcefully fed that as a child, and I ain't like it. Shit, I don't like it now. Shit. And I do know the jokes in it though. I know like how people can get hooked in. It's just like a drug. Shit. The best drug I like, I can't do, but I love the drug. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a drug. I love all drugs. Shit. Every drug I done tried, I done loved the drug, but I still had to quit. You know what I'm saying? Because first and foremost, I know a little about uh, the body, the human anatomy, and I know that drug got to cipher that energy from me, got to cipher that joy from me somehow. That drug is not giving me that ability or that energy that's keeping me addicted to it. That drug is really a guide to tell me this is the energy that you had hidden inside you. You got to figure out how to cipher it out. And that's what I did when I was doing my chemist thing. That's what I did. I would study drugs and I would do the make a sane. I would do something like some Bruce Banner shit. Do something with my body with natural stuff. And next thing you know, my body is giving off that chemical that bad drug was giving me. But now I'm getting it naturally. But all I had to do was introduce that to my psyche basically. So how did I do that? Easy. I stopped eating meat, of course. I had to basically go vegan, and even before I went vegan, I had a fast for like 10 days, 5 days. No food, no sugar, no nothing except for water. 5 days and nights. I was supposed to do 10 days and nights, but by the grace of God, it worked 5 days and nights. 5 days and nights. I fast without food, and when I went back to eating food, I went back to eating just salads, and I had to give my body time to adjust with that. And then my brain started speeding up because in the midst of eating salads, I started running because I stopped smoking cigarettes. I stopped doing the stuff that was keeping my body. Basically what I'm trying to say is, if humans would have never fell away from the natural order of things, we would all be too energized to worry about drugs. That's why they didn't make them drugs back then. They just dealt with the natural drugs God had on earth. They never created drugs. Only reason why we got to create drugs now is because the toxins we keep putting in our body. The more and more toxins we keep putting in our body, the more and more we need something to make us feel human. Even if we can get up and go to sleep normally, we still don't feel as energized as we used to when we was kids. I think somebody created something to fix this though. I was studying that guy. I don't know what he had. They probably killed him too though. But he figured that out. What I'm trying to explain to y'all, he made a pill for this, and they sell them. I don't even remember the name. I had it wrote down, but when I was getting robbed, they started stealing pages out of my books and shit, trying to read. That shit stupid. If they would have all stayed here, y'all, and just helped the damn teacher and stuff, who go rob the teacher for his knowledge just to get $1? First and foremost, clown, for you to even want to be able to teach, that's pretty good. You need to let the teacher teach, and he can show you what you can do that might be better than teaching. Then all y'all gonna eat and get paid. The problem is you can't get over your wicked ways. That's it. Your wicked ways keep you stagnated. That's all it is to it. And for me, like, for me, for me, my issue is being alone. Now, I ain't got no problem being alone, but this, when they unalive me, basically, this type of alone is terrible because I'm a working man, bro. I'm used to working. I can't use my identity like I need to or nothing because of this situation. And I know I'm gonna be stuck like, if don't nobody help me out of this, I'm gonna be stuck like this for 5 to 7 years. I'm already on year 4, and I'm praying to God that year 5 I get out of this shit. But it's a RICO crime shit. It's a white collar crime. So whether they fix this or not, I gotta wait 7 years before them to release my information back to me. Because whoever using my information, that shit's gonna stay in that situation for about 7 years. Unless I change my whole alias, my name and shit. And I hate to do that shit because I did my genealogy and all that shit. And then when I go back to, when my life finally get back to normal, I'm gonna go back to searching diligently for God. This time without all the the rebellious stuff that I was doing, and because I'm that keep me intrigued, that keep me um, um, busy, that keep me from being a busybody, and it keep me from cheating, it keep me from doing a lot of shit because I'm interested in it. I like studying, so I'm gonna get back to studying. And once I get out of this shit, and everything will be back good. But I'm gonna have to do another video because I ain't never reached the point I was trying to get to y'all. But um, yeah, it's the fact of being alone, and that's why the twin. I made it clear to her that she was my twin before she played the role with the people that she fucking with, because otherwise I wouldn't fuck with her. I'd rather be alone. That what I'm trying to say is I'm alone because I'm pushing people. I'm letting people know don't come fucking with me, don't bother me, don't deal with me. I ain't dealing with you, family or not. And I can do the same with her ass if I want to. And that's what I want her to get. Like, it ain't the magic, Charlotte. You ain't got a magic trick over there that'll make you that'll make me want you to come over here. I got some women, Charlotte. Shit, you gotta sit your black ass down. Like I said, the finest woman I ever dealt with was this girl from Florida named Heather. That motherfucker was drop dead gorgeous. So gorgeous, I told her to go back. I can't deal with that. I could afford her and everything. She was perfect. But I was scared. I was too young. I was still doing some gangster shit. Nah, that wasn't gonna work out. But that girl loved me to death though. You know what I'm saying? And she had her mandingo, she had her niggas and shit, but she'll come over here and cook for me and clean for me and chill with me like a motherfucker. So it's just that when I got robbed in 2020 by loved ones, immediately I cut everybody off around me. I just said, well, when I lost that studio and my son, that did it for me. I was like, these bastards didn't even give a fuck. They didn't blink an eye. They didn't ask me, help me do nothing. So I immediately started cutting strings after that because the studio alone kept a lot of niggas from going to jail or prison. You know what I'm saying? The studio alone gave a lot of cats hope. The studio alone is what got some cats in the position they in today. If they made it in music or not, they still got recognition to the point of complicity where they comfortable. You know what I'm saying, with what they situation at. Obviously, because you ain't moving nowhere else. You ain't moving up or down, nigga, so you love it. So, and plus, it showed people how to do business. It taught people who couldn't read how to read. It taught people who couldn't count how to count. It taught people measures. It taught people a lot of stuff. Cause my charge to them, because I knew them niggas was too broke to pay me, because I'm a badass producer. I'm off the chain. I ain't gonna say I'm the best producer in the world until I was challenged against the best producers in the world. But I know, like, y'all see these damn telephone songs, and these is with earphones coming out the dollar store. These songs sound damn near good as the songs y'all spending $150,000 for. And I already know from the people that done tried to do it, You can't get that same sound that's from producing for, so I've been producing for 29 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the money to keep reading up and getting all that nice shit. I had to stay in the DAC and in the animated part. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep them balanced because I couldn't afford to change my whole studio over to that kind of shit because you gotta upgrade that shit. And when you upgrade that shit costing $1,000, like 50 grand. I wasn't finna do it. And some of the stuff they made you niggas get rid of, you could have utilized that stuff to keep from updating like that. But you know, you wouldn't have knew that unless you was broken and piss poor poverty shit like me. And that's how I was, shit. I wasn't that, but I was, because I lived beyond my means because I took my dope money and built studio. I built business. I did stuff that I knew I wasn't gonna be able to keep up, and I didn't have no help or no resources. I mean, my brother built it. My brother really built it, though. My brother, the one that me and him really ain't seeing eye to eye right now, so I don't really say much about it. But it was his gift that got it started. He had a dream about the studio, and they consider me and my brother to be retarded and slow. So, and he got treated the worst out of me anyway, me and a few other my siblings. So, but he was the one that built the studio. So, you know what I'm saying? And my brother that got murdered and me, we just helped with the money and shit. But of course, when he actually bought the equipment, then it was pretty much left to me because you gotta read, and we was all just rappers, and didn't nobody want to read. So, and shit, I really didn't want. I couldn't read, hell, but I had to learn to read. I just spent 100 grand on studio equipment and I like music. I love music, so you know that's that. But anyway, that shit kept us. Well, these niggas don't understand though. I taught them niggas. I gave them niggas a deal. I did charge them niggas. Then they treated my kindness for weakness. They thought I wasn't charging them, but I was. I was charging them niggas by, first and foremost, the way I leave my studio is the way I expect to see it when I get up. And if you want to record and make you an album, I'm gonna teach you on the days I tell you to come. You gonna come. And once I teach you, you gonna be on your own. And I'm gonna check and keep tabs on my studio. And if something wrong with my studio, that's when I'm gonna charge your ass. Rather ass whooping, or you gonna get my money. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how most producers was out there, but in my case, I had to get kind of rough with it. I had to get rougher than I was because I started meeting gangsters all across the world, and they would come in here with different attitudes and shit, and think that shit's supposed to fly. And of course, everybody's strapped. So I had to grow up real fast and let them know, wait a minute, because I'm already ain't making no money. I'm already the one got to be stuck to fixing this shit when they tear it up. And the only thing I'm really charging them is knowledge. So I started getting rough with them niggas. And I started getting my respect, you know what I'm saying? Taking it. But anyway, this shit long enough. But and that's why I told y'all to slum. That's why I kept repeating stuff. Because now we finna start moving forward. And in this section of my teaching, y'all, I expect for black people to evolve substantially once I'm done teaching this, and once you done writing it down, getting it, I'm expecting for y'all to evolve in 6 months to a year, and I'm expecting to see the change on social media. And I ain't even gonna tell you how that changes. I might give you a sample of it, just so I can say, okay, that's the confirmation of it. Confirmation when it comes to pass. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But honestly, this twin and her situation gonna work out remarkably well with what I gotta teach y'all next. So peace and love out there.